Okay, so we're a little nervous.
So we're going tonight to Elkmont, and hopefully we're not going to be let down, because that's my biggest fear. Is everybody hypes this up as it's the Synchronous Fireflies. There's nothing like it, um, but it's going to take a lot for me not to be when we walk away from it.
Yeah, we have some footage of our kids playing out here in this field right behind us, and there are so many fireflies here every night. We love it so much. But we have heard that going to see the Synchronous Fireflies, getting drawn for the lottery, is a really big deal. So we actually put in for the lottery for the first time this year, and we're lucky enough to get it. He knows more about that, so he'll explain that in a minute. But like we said, we're hoping that it's going to be awesome and that it doesn't let us down. So we'll see. We thought we'd bring you along with us. Okay, so I just real quick wanted to show you what all I was bringing with me in my camera bag. So I'll be taking my Canon EOS R6. My 50 millimeter almost never leaves my camera, so I'm taking that. I'm leaving my 70 to 200 here. I don't see any reason for it tonight. I am taking the 35 for a few wide angle shots and videos, so we'll see if I need that. And then I'm also taking a tripod. Some of my stuff is going to be more long exposure. If you're interested in some of the settings and things that I'm using tonight, let me know. Comment below and I'll maybe try to make a whole separate video about that if there's any interest. So why don't you tell a little bit about how the lottery system works, because I just show up for things.
Right. Well, it kind of just we looked into it this year. I was on the rec.gov website planning our summer trip, which I'm sure we'll talk more about as the summer progresses. But I just happened to be on there the last day that the lottery was open, and so I was like, you know what? I'll just click and see. And it costs a whopping $1 to apply for the lottery. Now, if you get drawn, they charge you another 24 on top of that just to cover your parking and those type of things. But it was $1 to apply, and I thought, you know what, we might as well throw a name in the hat and we'll see. And sure enough, just a few days later, we got drawn for the lottery, and so I have all my family and friends. I tell everybody that we've won the lottery, and then then I tell them the sad news that it's not the big lottery, but it's still hopefully going to be a big lottery for us.
It's a big lottery for us. Yeah, exactly.
When we taking little sandwiches for easy trips, this is what we take. We take just different types of cheeses, and then ham or whatever meat you eat, and then mayonnaise, mustard, and then chips and bread. Sometimes if we choose to, we do peanut butter and we take jelly, or sometimes we take honey. One time we took apple butter, which was really good. But for tonight, we're having ham and cheese.
Ira, what are we doing tonight?
Going to Firefly.
Going to see the fireflies. Is everybody excited?
Yeah!
Okay, so we still have about an hour until we get to our spot for the fireflies. And so we just wanted to spend just a few minutes and talk about the fireflies. So what's so special about these fireflies?
So they're synchronous, and so I think the way that it works is that they all get where they're flashing like 6 or 8 times together in a row, and then they take an 8-second break, and then they all start back up again, and so we'll see.
Yeah, so I was actually reading just a couple minutes ago that there are 19 different species of fireflies in the Smoky Mountain National Park, and whoever they is, the scientists think that the reason why they're synchronous is so that the females know they are mating with the right species. Does that sound legit to you?
Sounds about right.
So this is actually not our first experience with something amazing and bioluminescent. We actually, a few years ago, So if you know our story, 6 years ago, we really kind of decided to be more passionate and intentional with traveling. And so 6 years ago, we went to Puerto Rico mainly for the bucket list item of seeing the bioluminescent bay.
Yeah, which was really neat. We planned the entire trip around the moon schedule so that there would be a new moon and the bioluminescence would shine the brightest. And it turned out to be a great trip. Really kind of a hallmark way to start a lifetime of family travel.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we weren't content creators back then, really. I had just kind of started my photography business, so I've got a couple of cool pictures, but definitely nothing of the bioluminescence. So I say, if we get enough people commenting that want to send us back, I say we go back.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Comment and fund. Comment and fund. Let us know, and we'll go back to Puerto Rico.
Drop the Venmo.
Yes, exactly. No, but it's one of the few things I always say, like, I've had 5 kids and I'm married and I accepted Jesus as my savior. So that's the top, 5, 6, 7 things. So number 8 is definitely swimming in the bioluminescent bay. Like, without a doubt. It was so cool. But anyway, so that's just a little bit on bioluminescence and fireflies. And yeah, we're still driving. So we'll see how cool it is. I'm still not convinced. I hope it's going to be good. In the park are so beautiful. We love the Smoky Mountains. If you've never been, make sure to spend some extra time driving around. I mean, gosh, look at this. Once we got there were several checkpoints that we had to go through, but there were tons of signs, so don't stress about that. They'll tell you right where to go. We were one of the first ones in this parking lot, so we lucked out and got a good spot. So we are at the park and had to go through a few checklists, or not checkpoints to get parked. But we are making sandwiches for our picnic and just gonna eat our sandwich before we head out to check out the fireflies. Okay, Esther, what do you think? Is it gonna be amazing?
Yes.
Yes. Are you excited?
Yes.
What did you get for your meal?
Meat, cheese roll up, and Doritos.
Here we go. So we've gone a few different places, but we decided on here because it's woodsy, but still clear enough that I think we can see. We were in kind of another cool spot, but there wasn't much like grass or anything, which I think they need some cool grass we don't really know what we're doing. So we just picked a spot. We're right off the trail. They do ask, please stay on the trail. So we're just kind of right here on the edge and waiting for dark. Uriah, what should we have brought?
Bug spray.
Bug spray. Are you getting eaten by mosquitoes?
No.
It's okay, because you're eating. What are you eating?
Doritos.
Are they delicious?
Yeah.
Benaya, have you run into any mosquitoes?
No.
What are you eating?
A Cheeto.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see you snack them. Okay, so it's a couple days later, and we wanted to give a quick review of the fireflies. So, are you counting how many days it was? So, what do you guys think? Ira, what did you think about the fireflies?
I think when it got dark, it was pretty fun.
When it got dark, it was pretty fun.
But
Yeah.
not much came out at first.
At first. But then were there a bunch?
Yeah.
Liam, what do you think about the fireflies?
Well, as they are here, they're green, but they were kind of white there, so I kind of like that.
So the videos that we watched before, they were green. Is that what you mean?
Yes, Mom.
Yeah, but in person, they were white. What'd they look like?
Lights.
Lights? Like what kind of lights? Like Christmas lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like Christmas lights.
Like our twinkling lights.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Uriah, what did you think?
So it was fun, and they weren't coming on at first when I thought they would, but then once it got a little really dark, then they burst open. That was one of the things that I was not expecting.
All right, Benaya, what about you? What did you think?
So it was super fun. I like the fireflies and the mosquitoes attack. And so if you go there and you get picked, just know to bring bug spray.
Yeah. So my professional review is that it was way more amazing than we thought it would be. We were not disappointed like we were nervous about. Tips and tricks if you decide to go yourself. Bring bug spray. Make sure that you have a red light. Expect to be there a little bit later. So at our house, lightning bugs normally start coming out around 8:30. Those didn't start until almost 9:20. So it was much later than what we expected. But bring something warm. If you have a camera, I'll drop my settings in the description so you can kind of see that. All in all, it was amazing. Would we do it again? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think we would. So we were not disappointed. Yay!
Yep. Nope.